Alright, so, hello everybody. I think I'm live now. My name is KingJ0444. I've run a couple games in this marathon already. Most of them are races, but tonight is what I like to call the King J block, where I'm running 3 games in a row. Before this run gets started, we had a bid war going on about which inkling I'd be using, girl or boy. Pretty sure boy only got like 10 and girl got like 35. So I think girl wins. So we're going to be running it with the girl. I'm going to stick with my usual setup for her. And there we go. Oh, 30. Okay. So 30 to 15, I think. So there we go. So we are the girl. So I'm going to quickly, before this run starts, I want to give a quick shout out to the people who donated for the incentive for this run, which is going to be after this New Game Plus run, which is World 4 Skip Tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys that glitch later. But I'm going to get into the run. So run starts as soon as it goes black. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Splatoon. This was released quite a while ago. Splatoon 2 is now out, but I still find that Splatoon 1 is the better speed game of them. This is New Game Plus. Basically what New Game Plus means is that I am allowed to use all of the things I have acquired in my completed file, and I just go through all the levels and actually beat them. So in any percent, we would actually be skipping World 4. That's what I like about New Game Plus, is that we actually get to go through World 4 this time. So we start off on some levels that are really cycle-based, so I'm going to be getting through those first, and those are my least favorite. So this one right here is very cycle-based. As you can see, I have to worry about the cycles of these rectangular platforms, and that's like the main thing of this level the whole time. Alright. So the main gimmick of Splatoon is that you are a kid and a squid. When I am a kid, I can shoot, but I also walk slower. So, and whenever I shoot these little bullets, and these bullets also fall on the ground and create a path that I can swim through. So, that's basically what Splatoon is. So, it's a real dynamic of trying to find the perfect balance between using your squid and kid form. And yeah, and also when you're as a squid, you actually move faster than when you're a kid. So for the most part, we try to balance between that, so we spend as much time as we can swimming. So I'm doing these in a really weird order. Again, I'm trying to get the harder levels out of the way first. So yeah. I agree with that. Someone said in chat that Splatoon 1's any percent is better than Splatoon... Sorry, Splatoon 2's any percent is better than Splatoon 1, and Splatoon 2's New Game Plus is better than Splatoon 1. Sorry, Splatoon 1's any percent is better than Splatoon 2. I agree with that because World 4 Skip is awesome. And I'm really glad I get to show off World 4 Skip. That's going to be really cool. If you guys want, you don't have to. We could just keep it as a girl, but I can change the gender again when we go to World 4 Skip. So if you guys want another bid war, we can. It's optional though, so don't worry. Oh god. Okay, that was very bad. Alright, I messed up the cycle, so I'm going to be losing like 10 seconds here. So I would have gone on that cycle there if I didn't mess up. But it's okay. So yeah, Splatoon 1 definitely has a lot more into it than Splatoon 2. There's a lot more glitches and stuff like that I'll be showing off in this run. And a lot more really cool skips that I get to show off as well. Oh god, okay, I really messed up there. Okay, that level was very sloppy. Alright, there we go. Changing genders in 2018, or 2018, how dare I? Alright, now this next level is really annoying. There are these levels where these Octolings are going to be chasing you. Octolings are like the main bad guys of Splatoon 1 story mode. And basically, what I need to do is I need to get away from them and not get killed. So as long as I don't die, I'm doing good. Alright. Alright, that was a little scary. He threw that bomb really randomly. And also, this is completely RNG. There's this thing called shooting RNG. So, as you can see, I have a reticle on my screen. And wherever I shoot for my first shot will always go in that place. Okay, that guy's always random. But after that, my bullets can either go straight forward, to the left, or to the right, and they each have an equal chance of having that happen. So, it's completely random. I think running all Splatoon games are fun, in my opinion. Alright, so coming up is this level. We just did one with the Octolings. Now we have the other kind of levels that are short and to the point. Like the Octoling levels, these ones are the Ink Striker levels. And then these ones, there's going to be one bad guy here, and he's going to be sending out these Ink Strikes. And all of these levels that have either Ink Strikes or Octolings, they are all on the multiplayer maps in the game. So these are all maps that you can play in the multiplayer modes. This one is Urchin Underpass. And reminder that Splatoon 1 is kind of outdated now since Splatoon 2 exists, but there are still some people active on Splatoon 1 online, so if you ever get this game on the Wii U, trust me, there's still an active community for it. Alright, so I'm saving this special that I have here for this boss fight specifically. This is not the only time we'll be seeing him. He gets reused a couple times, so we will probably be seeing him again. And oh, I was going to use my special, but I didn't have to. There we go. And each level ends with me collecting this Zapfish, so that's usually where it ends off. Alright, and so next off we have a really annoying level. But I already got like the really, really annoying levels over with, which are the two cycle-based levels. I'm going to be talking about that later, Ness, specifically during the boss fights, where it becomes relevant. But it is something I will be doing. Oh god. Alright, already starting out bad. Nice. Okay, this is really bad. I still made it. That cycle was really off. So this is the propeller level, and a lot of things can go wrong in this level. So I didn't mention this, but we have 3 bombs. Seekers, Burst Bombs, and Splat Bombs. And this is what differs the runs, a New Game Plus run from an any % run, because in a New Game Plus run you have them all from the beginning. In an any % run you have to unlock them, and the ones that are specifically useful to us are Seekers, which travel in one straight path, so we don't have to ink everything. The Seekers can do it for us. Alright. So there's a skip coming up here I'm going to be doing, and it's a little bit difficult. And we're going to be using Burst Bombs for this skip. Alright, I'm going to make this jump. Okay, that's always random wherever this platform goes. It just feels like it's always random, but it's not. But it feels random each time, I'll just say that. So right here I'm going to be a little bit quiet. I failed this at a past marathon, even though it's really easy. Alright, so I'm going to look down here for a cue. There we go. Okay, I took it a little bit safe. I could have gone earlier, but that's just to skip the rest of the wall going, or sorry, the rest of the moving platform moving. And right here, these enemies always spawn in the same location, so I just shoot one here, and then shoot one right there, and that's the end of the level. So that's one of the more riskiest levels. That's definitely a reset point of the run, over and done with. Alright, so now we have this next upcoming level, which I really like. It's a very nice, chill level. For the most part, there's not too many big skips in this game, just small optimizations. So I'll try to go over as many as I can, but they are only like small time savers, around like half a second to maybe like 3/4 of a second. Like right there, killing that guy just splattered the ground, so I didn't have to shoot it. That's literally like a 0.2 time save, so like it saves barely any time, but if you can go for it, you should, because hey, it saves time. Alright, so right there, that platform that I was on, when I jumped off it, that's completely random. Not random, sorry, but sometimes it can just, you might jump off the side of it for some reason, and it just acts really weird. So, it's a little wonky. So right here I'm going to jump out as far as I can, and I'm going to skip this cycle of riding this thing all the way over, so I can just stay on that one. And this guy's key will always be in the same position. It's always on this guy. So I'm going to try to get back and get over here so I can make it. Oh, okay, that's a really hard trick. That cycle is very strict, so I'm glad I got it. And once again, we have some more guys. This guy always appears on top, and then this guy can be random. I think he's going to land over here. Okay, there we go. And then get to the top here, and we're done that level. Alright. Inkling looks interesting in the new Smash. I agree with that. I'm very glad they added Inklings in Smash. As a person who speedruns both Splatoon games, I'm glad they got added. Splatoon is definitely like a game series that I love speedrunning, and I'm so glad that I started speedrunning it since it's just a fresh take on everything, because there's always stuff to think about that you need to do. Alright, so this level is Seeker heavy. I'm going to be using a lot of Seekers in this level. There is one skip, or sorry, like two skips that I'm going to be going for. The first one is right up here. Basically, if I ink this, and then jump, okay, I can make it right over there. That is really hard to do, especially when that guy's shooting at you, because if he shoots at you, you lose all your momentum, and you just can't make the skip. And then, oh god, I might die. Okay. And we're just going to hop over here and say hi to these guys, give them a little kiss, and there you go. So that's definitely the hardest part of this level. Over and done with. Thank God that nothing bad happened. There's so much stuff that can happen in that level. Now this guy, you're supposed to, like, you know, be sneaky and stuff like that and not have him shoot these platforms. So you can just jump on them when he shoots them and he won't hit you. So we can just sneak right by him. And right away, we're already at the end of the level. Like, a lot of these levels have, like, little optimizations, like I said, so I'll try to point all of them out, but there's so many to point out that it's really hard to go over them. I'm trying to mostly go over the bigger ones, but pretty much the entire time there's something small that I'm doing that you guys probably won't even notice. Splatoon 2 has a very Switch Fortnite taking over it. I don't think Switch Fortnite will ever take over Splatoon's community. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about what Ness was talking about in chat. This is the first of 5 boss fights in this game, and basically there is a trick known as bomb shooting. So every time I switch bombs and I fire a shot, one extra shot gets added to it. I can't speak. So I'm going to be firing at a tentacle, which is basically the weak point of this guy's and all the bosses' hitboxes. So as you can see, I'm spamming all my arrows, which switches the bomb, and then that adds an extra shot each time. So I'm going to try to get close to him. There we go. There we go, nice. Okay, that was a little bit bad. That wasn't the greatest. Alright, so now his teeth get starting to get a little bit more difficult to break, but I still got it. Alright, that's like the second worst boss in the game, so I'm glad I got that one done with, and he's taken care of pretty easily. And there's our Zapfish. So yeah, we use bomb switching for every boss fight, and it definitely speeds them all up. Alright, so now I'm launching over to this level. This level has a really cool skip. This level's gimmick is, like, each level basically has its own little gimmick for each of them, and some of them expand upon in later levels. This one is that there's invisible floors, and in order to see them, you have to ink them. So there's a few things that I need to do in order to actually, and I can use this to my advantage to go a little bit faster. So right here, I'm actually just going to use the Seeker to blow up this guy and then cover this wall completely. So again, another like small time save that no one else would notice except me and other speedrunners. Alright, that guy almost got in my way. Thank God he didn't. Alright, and now, just gotta get past these guys. We're gonna switch to burst bombs right during when I'm launching over here, just so I can cover up a lot of this wall. And I've completely maxed out the upgrades for burst bombs and all the other types of bombs, just so I can have a bigger radius of the blast and the ink path. So it's like, again, small time saves. So, like, before you do a New Game Plus run, you're definitely going to want to, like, max out your bombs and stuff like that so that they are completely OP for this run. Alright, I gotta jump past that guy. That guy could sometimes, like, hit you off and kill you somehow. So he sometimes gets a little annoying. Alright, and now, just revealed this little wall. And now this is the trick I was talking about. So normally you're supposed to kill these guys off, and then the next ones will spawn. But if I don't kill them off, the next guys don't spawn until I jump over. So I can just completely skip this entire, like, big battle with them, and I could just get to the very end of the level. And there we go. That's a very well done Ink Visible Avenue. I'm very surprised that I'm losing time to that, though. I was very impressed with that. Alright. Moving on. As you can see, we kind of got those 3 levels out of the way that I was worried about at the beginning. And now we're just going around world by world, trying to take out trying to take them all out at once. It just saves time by super jumping to them in order. In decreasing order. We started off with World 4, and now we're going to, this is World 3. There's one skip that is very well known in World 2, which is, I'm very excited to show off when we get to it. Alright. Also, it seems like my stream is glitching out a little bit. I don't know if it is or not. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those guys can be a little bit weird. Alright, I got a little bit hasty with that, and that these little ink lines can sometimes not want to work. There we go. But sometimes they're nice. Luckily they were a little nice this time. Alright, and if you have, like, inclines, I forgot to mention, you can swim up walls and stuff like that, but if you are climbing up an incline, and I saw this in the other, I was doing this in the other one, you don't want to actually jump up it. Okay, this is very difficult. I'm going to be quiet so I can get a 1 cycle. Alright, I didn't get a 1 cycle. It's okay, I can just kill these guys off. Alright, that lost a little bit of time. But yeah, like I said, there is a, I can't speak. If you're climbing up an incline, you don't want to jump up it, because that's actually slower, and you'll lose all your momentum. You just want to swim up it. But if it's like a really steep actual wall, then you definitely want to climb up it. Like, jump up it. And again, just smaller time saves. Alright, so what I did try to do in that level there was I tried to get a 1 cycle with that Inkzuka before it ran out, but I sadly couldn't do that, so unluckily for me. Alright, so now we're moving on to an RNG segment. There are 2 levels in this game that are completely and heavily RNG. This one's a little bit more difficult. So these are flutters, and flutters can do whatever they want. They can work with you, and they cannot work with you. This guy didn't want to work with me. So basically, they could choose wherever they want to go, and I need to get keys in order to progress with the level. So I need them to work with me. So we'll see if the last flutters, which are the most important ones, decide that they want to work with me. And if they want to, or if they want to be mean. Alright. Alright, so, yeah, not this part, but the next part is where they're going to be very, it's going to be make or break for the flutters. Alright, so right here we can just break one of those boxes instead of all of them, like a lot of people think you have to do. You don't have to break everything in this game to progress, you just have to break one of them, which is actually surprising. Alright, now right here, this skip actually looks cool, but it's not hard. Just jump off the edge, and you're back here. It's literally the easiest thing. As long as you're in the corner, you'll make it. Alright, now right here, these flutters are in a very bad position. Maybe? Maybe they are. Okay, actually, they aren't that bad, so I needed to kill this guy. So he actually wasn't in a horrible position. Wow, that was actually better positioning than I thought they were at. So that was a pretty good RNG for that level. It could have been better and it could have been worse. But overall, I got the key and I got out of there pretty quickly. They can chase you around for like close to a minute longer than I was in there for. So that definitely saved a lot of time. That was like a pretty good flutter junkyard. And there's one more instance where flutters will be coming back and will be another bit of a nuisance. But they're not as big of a nuisance as they were in that level. I can't speak. Alright, so now we have 2 short levels. Again, this is another Octoling Assault level. Oh, sorry, no, this is another Ink Striker level. And we already were on this map. This is Bluefin Depot. And this level is very easy to get by. We just want to... Oh, okay, I was going to go for a skip there. You can launch yourself up with that, with the momentum from that, and literally, like, just launch yourself to the end of the level. It's very hard to do, though, which is why I didn't go for it, because I probably would have ended up dying if I did go for it. And plus, it only saves, like, 10 seconds at most if you get it first try. It's definitely not worth, like, going over and over to get it. Alright, now we have to get this guy, and now we don't have the safety of our Inkzuka, so we just have to shoot him. And there we go. And now we're moving on to the Octoling Assault level for this one, or the Octoling level. Alright. So yeah, like I said, these levels, with the Octoling Assault and the Ink Striker levels, they are very, like, fast and easy, and they're always fun to do. There are some cool tricks with them too, so I like showing them off. Now this one specifically, I'm most worried about dying in this one, mainly because the Octolings at the end, if I die, that's a good, like, 20-second time loss. But let's see what happens. It's difficult, to say the least. Alright, so they're being a little bit nice, they're being a little bit mean. Okay, good, that was very good. Oh, they almost got me. That was actually surprisingly good, though. I almost golded that split, too. That's surprising. So, now we're on to the World 3 boss. I say this is the hardest boss in the game. Mainly because sometimes he just doesn't want to work with what you're trying to do. Yo, what's up, Mello? How's it going? So this boss is Octowhirl, and again, we're going to be using the bomb glitch that we've been doing the entire time, and this can be a little bit difficult, so I wanted to paint a path here for him to go down into. The first part is easy, but then later it starts getting a little bit difficult. So there's the bomb storage again. Good luck. Thank you. So far the run's going well. I'm on PB pace by 6 seconds, so it's going pretty well. By the way, my PB for this category is 59:18, which is pretty good. I recently got sub 1, so... Oh god, there we go. That can happen, where he just doesn't want to hit the thing. But yeah, I got that time in preparation for this marathon. I really wanted to get sub 1, so... Alright, so come here. This last part is where it really is hard, because you can't ink the glass there that's rotating, so that part can really suck. Oh, whoops. Threw an extra bomb that I needed to. Alright, that was a pretty sloppy boss fight. Funny fact is that, like, we accidentally found out the bomb glitch where you actually shoot an extra shot if you are spamming your bombs, because Tones Balones, who has second place, golded that split with that boss fight, and you never gold that boss fight, so that was completely random. So getting a gold there, he was like, whoa, okay, what happened? So this is Splat Switch, and basically these Splat Switches, they will move these platforms whenever you hit them with a bomb or anything. Oh, whoops, I grabbed the wrong one. I was supposed to grab the other one, which had an Inkzuka. That's fine. It only saved... I would have used it right here, and it would have saved, like, maybe a few seconds. Just so I don't have to individually shoot all these guys. There we go. Alright, yeah, so you really want burst bombs for this level, because as you can see, one burst bomb takes out the entire Splat Switch. Oh god. And I also suck at this game. Alright, and right here I'm going to make a leap of faith, which is really cool to see. I think that's like one of the cooler strats in this game, is the leap of faith right there. Alright, right here, this is also a pretty difficult moment. If you're not good at, like, aiming like that, then you might have a little bit of an issue. Alright, oh. Okay, I definitely missed you. Oh god, I almost fell off the edge. Okay, here we go. That was a very sloppy fight there. Alright, I don't have my burst bombs, so that's an issue. Alright. There we go. Now I have my burst bombs. So I just want to get all these Octoballs out here. And yes, they are called Octobomb balls, and that is my favorite name of any enemy ever. So, fight me if you don't agree with that. Alright, so now there's these guys, and these guys can be a little bit mean. So right here, this guy is housing a key. These guys are also RNG, but not as bad. Right there, that was bad. Are you kidding me? So I just lost 20 seconds, something like that. I lost a lot of time for no reason, basically. Because those guys are just stupid. He ruined my run. I was on PB pace. Alright, now we'll just go over here so I don't get killed by him. There we go. And then just, you can sneak under here before that guy falls on you. And done. God, that was horrible. Alright, so now we're moving on to 23. Is my stream frozen? Because it looks frozen on this, on the stream. Alright, so now we're going to this level. Oh, okay, it unfroze. That was weird. Oh god. Yeah, that wall climb is pretty tight. I agree. Oh god, hi! So this level is really stupid. Spongy Observatory, I think it's one of my least favorite levels. Definitely close to my least favorite level in this run. This part right here is kind of cool because we actually use the Inkzuka to our advantage pretty much the entire time. Right there, we use it to just shoot that. Very nice. Stream is fine. Okay, well, it might just be my computer then. Maybe because I'm streaming and I'm watching, so... Alright. So right here, we're trying to avoid these guys that throw these bombs. This one specifically can knock out these sponge things, so we're trying not to die. I'm gonna kill you because you're annoying. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so this level is very, like, a lot of stuff that you need to worry about. Definitely, if you're not good at multitasking, this is not a good level for you. Okay, right there, he almost killed me there. I've had runs die to this level easily. Now, this is cool. You don't actually need to be, like, on the wall to enter this. You just have to be in squid form. So I just fall into it, which is really awesome. And right here, we have these guys, and they are always random where they're going to spawn. They can spawn in one of the 4 corners, but they are always random. And they're annoying. What? Wow. Okay. Never got killed to him before. Alright, now I have this, though, so I'm gonna just kill you. I should have done that in the first place, because marathon safety, it's a little bit slower, but that's fine. That was a really bad level. Oh, man. They're a cool concept. Yeah. I really love Skyward Sword. I don't understand why people don't. Alright, moving on to the second RNG level. The other Flutter one. Now, this one's a little bit less of RNG. It's still RNG, though. So, this one can be a little bit difficult. I need to go over this way. Oh, hi. I need you to work with me, dude. Can you, like... Okay, I can just squeeze right through here. Dude, come on! What even? Alright, I'm getting horrible RNG this run, and it's very sad that I have to say that. Because usually RNG's in my favor, but apparently not today. Okay, he's gonna come for me. Great. That's what I want. But yeah, you can squeeze through the corners here of these guys, and they won't kill you. Hopefully. This guy is gonna come after me, though. So, this is an issue. Dang it, I thought I could do it. Okay, this is a really bad issue, because these guys are completely RNG where they go, and they're really not helping me right now. Alright, I'm going this way, screw it. I'm gonna try to get in front of this guy. There we go. See, why couldn't that happen before, dude? No, please don't kill me. I don't want a game over. Oh my god. I wasted so much time on that level. I'm so sorry. Ugh. This level is a pain, so it's kind of understandable that I messed that up. I got really bad RNG in this level, and it won't change when you die. It's completely the same if you die. Now, this right here is probably the worst RNG segment of the entire game. Okay, luckily he moved this way. Thank you. What?! What?! Excuse me? Okay, they're gonna... That's not good. That's really not good. This is horrible RNG, dude! There we go. Thank you for moving. Oh, come on. Really? Please go faster. There we go. I got it. God dang, this RNG is horrible this run. I'm already losing like 40 seconds because this game's great. If you want to run this game, be prepared for running with RNG. Because that's literally like 2 of the levels. Like, look at how much RNG I had to deal with there. Oh my god. Now that that's done, thank god. That's all the RNG in this level, thankfully. I already lost like 30 seconds to it. Way more. 40, 50 seconds. So sub 1's dead. Basically. Wow. I did not... That's marathon luck for you. Alright, there we go. Thank you. Now that that's done, and we can move on with our lives, Jesus Christ, I lost 2 minutes. That really shows how bad the flutters in this game are. Jeez. Alright, now that that's done, let's go to an octoling level. Jeez, dude. Flutters, please. I know, right? Like, horrible. That's the bad part about running this game. You get like a half hour in, and you're like, oh, well, I guess this run isn't continuing anymore because of flutters. That's a really cool skip I did there, by the way. This is Salt Spray Rig, again, based off another multiplayer level. And this one's a little bit cooler because there's some nice jumps you can do to skip like a lot of it. Right here, I'm just going to send out a Seeker. And like I said, Seekers are really good for just following along. What is this guy doing? He never spawns up there. Wow. Okay. Cool game. When you get good, it's really hard to deal with RNG. I kind of just want sub 101, or sorry, sub 102. That's like a good goal for me. Alright, so this level right here is also very cycle-based, so we'll have to see what happens. This level can really screw people over. Because there's one cycle that if we don't make it, we're going to be losing 30 seconds more than I should be already. You know, because I'm already losing, like, you know, just 2 minutes, like, and I jumped off the edge. Like, what's 30 more seconds? So I missed the cycle now because I died there, so. I am very, like, I'm messing up way too much. Alright, so right here I'm going to be grabbing this, and because the Inkzuka actually goes through their shields, so doing that is very helpful. Almost got killed there, nice, let's go. This run's a joke, wow. It was all going well until the flutters. I'll blame the flutters for the rest of this run. Anything that goes wrong, can we get some blame the flutters in chat, please? Because they basically cursed this run now. It was going great until then. I was on PB pace, we were having fun. I mean, it's still fun, but... the fact that I lost the run to RNG is annoying. Okay! Hi. You guys almost killed me. You really almost killed me. Alright, now this... right here is actually faster if you just fall off the edge here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because we're trying to go fast. Alright, now this part is RNG. Sorry, not RNG. That's where the cycle was for. We tried to make the best cycle, and we got the second best. So I guess it's fine. That's like the death cycle. We'll take it. It's better than nothing. There's one more cycle I gotta make, though. So I'll try to make it. And it's this cycle right up here, and I missed it because I was trying to make it so that I could get on that platform. And unfortunately, like I said at the beginning, because I died, I automatically missed the cycle. So now I have to wait for 30 seconds extra. So that's upsetting. Alright. Luckily, this cycle was nice to me, though. Let's go. We got an okay cycle for once. Let's go. We didn't horribly fail at this level. Let's go. We're only somewhat failing at this marathon run. Let's go. There we go. Jesus. Alright, at least I saved time on this level. RNG is part of the fun. I mean, some people like RNG. I like a little bit of RNG, but not the kind of RNG that I can lose that much time to. Alright, so, this is World 5, by the way. I forgot to mention, we're in the final world of the game, and we still haven't done the first two yet. So, we really go out of order, because once you beat... Oh, sorry, I should have mentioned this a long time ago, but once you, unlock a level, in Splatoon, you have the ability to super jump to that level whenever you want from the map, from the touchscreen on the gamepad. So, that's how I'm able to just jump from level to level, and that's also why I say Splatoon New Game Plus is better than an 8% in Splatoon, because you get to do the levels non-stop. You don't have to, like, search for the levels like you normally would at the beginning, so it's much better than that. Alright, and this is the second last time we'll be seeing the Ink Strike guy, so we'll soon have to say goodbye to him. Oh, whoops, didn't go down in the pit. There we go. Surprisingly, I'm saving time in these past two levels. I guess my PB was really bad in these two levels. So now we move on to World 2. And so, since it's World 1 and 2 now, these levels get a little bit easier, but the strats get a little bit more difficult. I mentioned earlier on that there is a skip that I was really excited to talk about. It's recently been discovered how it works, and I get to explain it. So, this is going to be really cool that I get to actually, like, you know, show off this skip, and we actually have a name for it now. Before it was just known as level 9 skip, but now it actually has a name, and it's called Octo Skip, so you'll see that. And it's actually kind of cool that I ran this at NGR, and I think I got like a 103 something, I don't know, but I got like it was a pretty bad time. 103 is not the greatest. I can easily get like usually 101s, unless I get bad RNG like this run will probably be like a 102 or something, most likely. Right in this area, I actually soft-locked the game on an 80% run, because if you kill an enemy and the enemy kills you at the same frame, you can soft-lock the game, which is good game design. I love that. So I have a video of that. If you want to look up KingJ0444 on YouTube, Splatoon softlock, I think you'll find it. So yeah, like I said, in level 9, which we're going to be coming to fairly soon, you will be seeing Octo Skip, and I'm really excited to explain it. I won't talk during it because it's a little bit difficult, but I'm excited to actually show it off. And what I was going on before was, before I got cut off and was talking about stuff, is that the only people who have actually done marathons of this game is me and Tones Ballones. And I'm the only person who's ever done a New Game Plus one. Everybody else has done any percent, because that's like the more popular category. But I'm the only one who's actually shown off New Game Plus, so I hope that this actually like gets more people to run New Game Plus. It is a very underrated run, but I think it's one of the better runs. So if you ever want like a fun category to pick up, this game is really easy. The community is also very nice. And welcoming. Maybe not Tones, but everyone else. I'm joking. But yeah, it's really cool how we all discovered this together, this kind of stuff together. So I'm glad I got to be a part of this community early on. All right. This level is somewhat cycle based. There's one trick I'm going to be going for at the end, which I will explain. Yo, what's up, Kyrat? How's it going, man? You're just in time for Octo Skip coming up. Oh god. Okay. And we can just fall down here. Woo! So this, yeah, okay, so this skip right here, we can just barely have enough space to jump on that little bomb platform. It's very tight, but we still made it. Alright, we're still saving time. We're making up for the RNG early on. We're doing fine, guys. We're doing fine. Alright, so now we're on to level 5. This level is going to be burst bomb heavy, mainly for one reason. It's because whenever you throw a burst bomb at these platforms, they will blow up immediately like that, so it saves a lot of time of having to shoot them over and over. And this is why we buy burst bombs so early on into the any percent run. Oh god, there we go. There we go. And it just saves, like, that amount of time. Right there, that one's actually faster to shoot at. Oh, and if you miss a bomb like I am, it's also faster to shoot at. Alright, so... now this part, I'm going to try to skip having to kill these guys. Alright, I did it. That's probably the cleanest Octoball skip I've ever had, so I'll take it. Now these guys, there's a lot of ways you can deal with these guys. I just push them back and shoot them from here. Again, like, people have different ways of killing them. That's definitely the easiest. You can just jump over top of them, but again, I find that a little bit inconsistent. Something else I really like about this category compared to any percent is the fact that there is you have better firing in New Game Plus. When you start off any percent, your fire rate is very slow, but as you can see, I'm firing really quickly, and that's because I have extended fire rate because it's New Game Plus. Oh god, I messed this up. So there's I didn't mention this, but we are using these cannons. And you can skip these cannons, and that's called cannonless. And I died, because I'm good at this game. God, this is messy. This level is pretty bad. Alright, but yeah, like I said, you can skip the cannons. This one and one more, which is the more well-known version of cannonless, which I will be doing. But this one, it only saves like 5 seconds to skip the cannon. It still says like in 101, so like let's hope. I just want sub 103 for this run, so that it's somewhat of a good run to show off. Alright, so next up is Octoskip. I'm not going to talk during Octoskip so I can make sure that I get it. I'm just going to do it, and then I'll talk about it afterwards and go over the whole logistics of it. Alright, I need to hear an audio cue, by the way, that's why I'm not talking. Alright, there it is. That was a very clean Octoskip. So basically what happened was basically there was an off-screen Octoling that went through the Zapfish, and the game thought that I picked it up, because the reason is, Inklings and Octolings have the exact same, value in the game's memory. So whenever whenever there's an Octoling, the game automatically thinks that I'm touching whatever it's touching. So if it goes through a Zapfish, the game automatically thinks that I'm the one who triggered that Zapfish. So because of that, I broke open that Zapfish early with the Inksuka, and I was able to, because there's an Octoling that flies through that Zapfish in the cutscene there, as you saw, and he flew through the Zapfish right as I was in my ink, and the game thought that I was the one who picked it up. So it's very technical, and for some reason we just thought, like, someone got this randomly, and they were like, oh, well, I guess I skipped this level, so that's called Octoskip. And it's really cool, so if you ever want to try that out, I suggest doing it. It is a very awesome skip that we worked a lot of time into figuring out the logistics of. And that is my favorite skip in the game. I love Octoskip. It's definitely a highlight. Alright, so now I'm doing the last level of World 2. We only have a couple levels left in the run, because, fun fact, even though this is a 50 minute to an hour speedrun, the majority of this run is spent in the final boss. The final boss takes around 9 minutes, So if you like Octavio, then have fun there. Because literally, I will be done all the levels at like 49 minutes or something like that, and then I will be heading on to the final boss. Alright, so this level's like really boring. There's like a few things to go over. Octoskip was like the big skip in this game that I got to talk about, and it's like the main glitch in this game. So yeah. Okay, that's not good. I saw Ness was talking about Octoskip. If you guys have any questions about Octoskip, please ask me. I'm one of the people who like really started going in depth of why it works and why it only works there. That's the only place that works. And for some reason, we totally just thought that it was random. That it works there, and we were like, oh, okay, so if we break open it early, at this specific part, then it'll work. But it turns out it's because of that specific Octoling, and the audio cue that I was trying to listen for, there was an Octoling that was going to launch before the one that that the game mistaked me for, so I had to listen for that other Octoling to shoot off first. It was found quite a while ago. It was found early in 2015, pretty soon after this game was released, but an explanation of the Octoskip wasn't actually determined until like this past year. So like we knew about it, it's just we didn't know what to call it or how it worked. Now that we know how it works, it's very consistent, and we are able to do it like every single time. So this level, this boss fight here, Octonozzle, he is a very bomb spam heavy boss, because he has like these little belly buttons that we get to shoot, and each of them can be spammed with the bomb spam, like I was talking about earlier, where we switch bombs, and it just literally saves over a minute of this boss fight. And yeah, so right here we're just going to do this. And you can actually, when I'm launching back to my spawn area to start the next phase of the boss, keep in mind that even if I jump off when I'm launching back to that spawn area and like jump off into the ink just for fun, just be like, I'm gonna die, the game will actually kill you and make you restart the boss over again. Or sorry, that phase over again, so do not do that just for the giggles. And since I forgot to mention this, but it's pretty self-explanatory, since I'm playing on New Game Plus, I can skip all the cutscenes in this game. Yeah, basically that's it. Like, whenever some sort of body is touching the Zapfish, it thinks it's you. So, now we're going into World 1, and there's only 3 levels left of the run, so we're getting to the end of it. We are going to the first level of the game. We're doing it, 45 minutes in, but this is the first level of the game that you will play in the story mode. Of course, you won't be playing it as fast as me, because you don't have all the bombs unlocked. You actually only have one bomb unlocked, which is the splat bombs, which we'll be using for the first time in this level. We haven't used it out otherwise, because it's not useful anywhere else, except for one place where it's actually forced to be used, just because of how the game mechanics work, which is right here, because if you don't use a splat bomb, this guy is literally impossible to be killed. So they actually force you to use it. This place too, it's also like, you can either go over there and like go and kill these guys, or you can just stay back here and shoot them, so it saves time just to stay back here. Alright, and right here we have to kill all these guys. There we go. Oh, hi. You were hiding. Alright. So, now that we're getting to the end of this, soon we'll be getting to the final boss. I didn't really mention the story yet. This is the story mode, but we're skipping all the cutscenes, obviously. So, basically what happened was there's a great Zapfish that powers in the entirety of Inkopolis, and it's been stolen, so it's our job to go find all these mini Zapfish, and then at the end of the game we will find the great Zapfish, which has been stolen by DJ Octavio. And also our leader, who is telling us where to go, Captain Cuttlefish, also gets captured, as well as his 2 granddaughters, which are Agents 1 and 2. I'm Agent 3 in this, so we are going to be trying to save them as well. Alright, there we go. The electricity. Alright, so next up is the Octocopter's level. This one is completely based around using the Seekers, so Seekers are definitely helpful in this level. As you can see, there's straight lines of everything that we need to go through. There's also a few cycles in this level, but they don't matter as much compared to the other cycles. Alright, there we go. So yeah, this level's basically all platforming. There's hardly any times where we really need to shoot a lot. It's mainly just being able to platform from one section to the next and carry that out. There is one section right here. You see those enemies up there? Yes, we're going to need to worry about them. So we're going to grab this right here, this Inksuka special. These are specials in the multiplayer as well, by the way. They can be used in the multiplayer. But we use them just to have an easier time in the single player as well, because they're also put in here. Right here I'm going to let out a Seeker. That's perfectly fine. So we can cover up this wall a bit so I don't have to shoot it. Again, just small time saves like that really branch this game apart from the people who know what they're doing and the people who are new to the game. It really branches them out. I remember I started with like a 107. I think I started with a 110, and I didn't know what like half of the runners were doing, so I just did my own strats, and then I started learning these strats like Octoskip and stuff like that, and started getting good at them, and it really shows your skill at the game, and I missed that shot. I didn't mention this at all, but all of the bombs are a one-shot to the shield that the octofish, that the zapfishes hold at the end of each level, so if any bomb hits it, they will explode immediately, and you can go get it. Yeah, I got good at this game pretty quickly. I started speedrunning this game like this year. Actually, no, last year. I've been speedrunning it for a year total, and I've gotten fairly good at it. I'm also known in the community for kind of deciphering what Octoskip is, again, Splatoon is just a very welcoming community, and I'm very glad to be a part of it. So, there's one skip coming up here, and it's literally the easiest skip in the game. And we thought you had to climb this wall, but you can literally just jump over here, and there's a secret, and you can just skip climbing that wall. It saves like 15-20 seconds, and it was recently found like a year ago. Alright, so coming up we're going to have cannonless. You thought Mario 64 was the only thing in speedrunning history to have cannonless. No, Splatoon's got it covered too. This game is actually a remake of Super Mario. I can't say that with a straight face, but no, there's cannonless in this game, so this is in my opinion, this is like the funnier version of cannonless. I don't really like cannonless in Mario 64, but this game, it's kind of cool how cannonless works. Basically, we're going to be using burst bombs for cannonless, and let's kill these guys off, because I would normally swim past them, but I'm worried for marathon's sake. Alright, so we're just going to climb our way up here, and we can use the burst bombs to just continuously climb this tower. Whoa. To continuously climb this tower. And just get up here using only, like, normally you're supposed to go to a cannon and, like, shoot up that entire wall. But right there I just used just my burst bombs to get up there. Wow, I golded that split? Let's go. Hey, Diamond Crafter. So this is the one and only time I'm not going to be launching. Is because it's just easier to walk over there. Alright, and this is the first boss you would fight in this game, but again, we're doing it as the second last boss. It's just how it goes. Alright, so again, this boss is also the easiest. Using bomb spraying here. There we go. Super easy. And I want to quickly shout out my runs later tonight. In case you guys didn't know, I am also running Super Mario Odyssey Dark Side tonight, and I'm also running Celeste. Both of those have incentives that we've met. So, if you like my commentary, and if you like those games, they're both amazing speedruns, so you guys should come out and watch them as well. And give more support to this amazing marathon that's been going on. And there we go, that's it. So, we're done all the levels, now we have to go fight the final boss, which, again, takes 9 minutes, so... That's basically the end of the run. The rest, the boss fight is an auto-scroller, so... I know, 52 minutes in, and I'm only in World 1. I'm so bad at this game. Alright, so now we're going to the final boss. And this is it. And we can skip that cutscene. Thank God you can skip cutscenes in New Game Plus, because having to watch the cutscenes in any percent is so annoying, and I'm so happy that New Game Plus has this feature. So, this is DJ Octostomp, and he has hands that he's going to be throwing at you. And again, we're going to be using the bomb spamming idea, even on the final boss. Literally everything in this boss can be used with bomb spamming. And it makes it so much faster, and this is where bomb spamming really saves a lot of time. It literally saves like 2 minutes of the final boss. And then after this, he's actually going to be pulling a Ganondorf, and he's going to be playing tennis with us. So this is why on my splits he's called Ganondorf Squid or something like that. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, now we're going to be playing some volleyball or tennis or whatever you like. You know, people like different sports. I should not be discriminating, just people who like tennis. Alright, that was a really bad spam. Let's see if I can get a better one. That was kind of better. Alright, so that's phase 1. There's different phases, and each of them kind of go on to do the same thing. Just add a little bit more things to get the dodge. Yes, it is DJ Octavio. Alright, so right here I'm just going to dodge all the stuff by just going over here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now we're just going to go over here. So what I grabbed there, by the way, I never even explained this. I'm so bad, I'm sorry. What I did was I used, I grabbed a defense upgrade there. Basically just a shield. And it can stack up to 3. And I grabbed 1. I'm going to be grabbing more, just for safety's sake, since it is a marathon, and I don't want to die. I'm going to be grabbing more shields. There we go, nice. Alright, now it's time for tennis again. Also, this is squid bagging, if you didn't know. Alright, shoot it at me. And he also said something like really awesome when he shoots this out. Like this one says, peep this. Later, he's going to say, I'm going to dubstep you into death or something like that. So, it's really awesome, the kind of things he says. Like, he's kind of a more modern take on a boss, which I like. Even for, like, a 2015 game, people still say these kinds of things that he says. Not Blarg, but, you know, he says stuff. Yeah, it's armor. Depending on where you live. Fair enough. I'm Canadian. I'm different. He grabbed armor? Oh my god. Run's invalid because I'm not a god gamer. Grabbing more armor here. Just again, for safety's sake, this is a marathon and I want to make sure I can, you know, finish a run, cough cough, unlike NGR where I almost gave up on the run. We won't talk about this. This is definitely, even though the RNG screwed me over, this is still a better run than NGR was. Alright. Hi. Dude, he's sending so much stuff. There we go, thank you. So this boss is a predetermined boss fight. It is just like waiting around and waiting for stuff to happen. Alright, there we go. I need this armor. There we go. So those balls that he's sending out there, those are actually enemies that will actually appear and fire at us and distract us if we don't destroy them before they hit the ground. Oh, he's not at the very back? Oh, dang it. Come on, man. So these bubbles actually hit those arms back right away. So I'm trying to hit those as much as I can. You didn't see NGR? It's sort of a smaller marathon that me and my friends put on. And I really messed up on my run. I think I still went under estimate, though. My estimate was like a 105, and I went under by like 2 minutes. Wow! Okay, well that definitely lost time. Go team. Shoutouts to losing time on the final boss. Craigasm. It's okay, we can still sub 105 or sub 103. That's still good for a marathon. Especially with how bad the RNG was. Again, I will blame this RNG the entire run. Alright, there we go. And nice. That's done for this part. So I think there's only 2 more parts left. You physically can't run in NGR? What? Yeah, that's true. It is better to be safe than sorry, and that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, so this is the second last part of the boss fights. Like I said, this boss fight is 9 hours? 9 minutes! I swear it's not 9 hours long. I swear my estimate's right, okay? I promise. But I am glad that they accept, I want to shout out to Vinathon for accepting both my incentive and this run, because I'm glad Splatoon got another chance at a marathon after the monstrosity that was NGR. So I'm glad I was able to redeem myself for a run, even though it had terrible RNG, but that's part of the fun, you know? Why would you run a game that doesn't have RNG is my question. Alright. Oh, whoops. Okay, I lost part of my armor. That's fine. I still have, like, 2 more armor slots left. Alright, come at me, hands. Throw them hands at me. Alright, so now we're going to go here. Now, right there, something bad can happen. You can totally, like, lose a lot of time there. I think they're not far back enough. Sadly. I think he's going to be throwing his hands one more time at me. Yep, looks like it. Dang it! I can't make up for that death. Or sorry, for that missed shot. Alright, there we go. Hi, buddy. Just gaming. Hey, gaming can be work. I do video games for a living. So, if I can do it, you can do it. Here we go. Alright, that killer whale there that he fired at me can be a little bit oh my god, I almost did get it. Sorry, I did miss it, but dang. Well, I'm losing like a minute on this final boss. Let's go. Man, this run has been sort of a train wreck, but at least it's a fun train wreck. I can't say that I didn't have fun during this run. This is great. Dude, I missed again! Come on! What? This is easy. I promise I'm good at this game. I promise I play this game fast. It may not look like it, but I promise I do. Dude, stop missing it! I wanna die! This is the easiest part, is this part. Oh my god. Not like this. Can we get some not like this spam in the chat? At least I'm gonna go underestimate. If I didn't sub 110, that would have been sad. I'm still gonna sub 105, which is even more sad. There we go! Thank you, Jesus Christ! That's so easy! Please believe in me. Please believe that I can still sub 104. God, PB, like, died a minute ago, by the way. Actually, 2 minutes ago. Okay, so right here we have the final phase. The final stretch. Where the power of dancing will help us. You just can't not dance during this, by the way. It's so good. This song is a banger. If you guys can't dance during this, I don't know if I can talk to you. I think you just might have to be banned off the stream. Alright, come at me, hands. Here we go. There we go. Thank you for the not like this spam. You guys are awesome. Thank you for sticking with me throughout this hell of a ride. AKA, this run was hell. A lot of things went wrong in this run, but it's okay. Because I had fun because you guys were here. That got mushy really quick, I'm sorry. Alright, come here. Give me your hands, boy. Give me your hand in marriage. We're almost done. There's just this little push here. At the very end of this hallway, we're done. And time is coming up in like a minute once I hit the final Zapfish. So just be ready on time. Oh god, no! My final armor! I need to be good at this game, guys. Can I do it? That's the real question. Can I be good at this game for once? 2 marathons. I've choked really good runs. And let's go. I'm good at... Thank you for clipping that. That's what I needed. I needed me asking to be good at this game. Alright, so we have the last one here. This should be good setup. There we go. See, I did good. See? Alright, time's coming up. And... time! 1:03:23. Oh my god! I lost a minute and a half at the end there. Well, that was Splatoon. Like the run, how bad it went or not. That was Splatoon. I'm gonna try to land on something down there. Woohoo! Okay, we're not. It was a minute behind? Okay, well, for those who don't know, the final timer was 1:03:23. So, if the marathon timer was off, there you go. Alright, so that was New Game Plus. However, we're not done here just yet. Splatoon did meet the incentive to show off World 4 skip, which is normally used in the any percent run. Hey, I'm perfectly here. This is where World 4 skip would take us. But I actually have to load up another file for that, so I will be... I'll stay on, but, like, it'll be, like, a quick second. I just have to switch stuff. Thanks for fixing it, Colt. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to my speedrun file, because the Wii U can have different files. There it is, speedruns. 1:03:23, that's a pretty good, honestly, that's not a bad marathon time. Like, it's not a great one, and it's not a horrible one. Still a better marathon time than NGR, so I'll take it. That one game overed. You got them skills, nice. So, basically what I'm going to be doing, I played up to World 4, and I'm going to be showing off World 4 skip. It's a little bit difficult, but basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a live tutorial right here, right now, on how to do World 4 skip. Definitely the hardest skip in the any percent route. So I ran New Game Plus, which is on a completed file with everything unlocked, everything maxed out in the game. This is in the any percent route, so it's different. So this is where you start from a fresh file, and you start the game from the very beginning with the tutorial and everything like that. You unlock stuff as you go. Personally, my least favorite category of Splatoon, but whatever. I don't like any percent. A consistent auto-scroller, nice. Alright, so I'm gonna hop on over. I'm also a girl on this file, too, so perfect. I knew it was gonna win. I had that mental thought. Alright, so we're gonna hop over to... Oh, that's not where I want to go. Actually, no, this is where I want to go, right? Is it? I think I want to go over here. This is World 3. Okay, so I'm going to go over to World 4. And this basically skips the entirety of World 4 whenever I get to it. Where is it? I'm lost. Where am I? Where's the exit? Oh. There we go. Alright, so... Look, we're actually exploring stuff, guys. Okay, so... This is what you would do in an any percent speedrun. Gordon Piranha. I don't play Splatoon 1 very often anymore. Splatoon 2 online is where it's at now. But like I said, there's still sort of a community for Splatoon 1. So, this is World 4. We didn't really explore that much, but we played all the levels in it. So what we do is each area, from moving on from one area, from one world to the next, they have these little zip lines that I was traveling on. This world doesn't have a zip line, though. It just has this little barricade, and then you can jump over here. So, in that case, you can skip the entirety of World 4 just by only jumping on, just by doing the skip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink this entire, like, right side here, and ink that wall back there. And now I'm going to be using some visual cues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the ink and swim into this little corner here, because even though there's no ink here, I can still swim into this corner. And then I want the visual cue of my reticle right on the little corner here, and then I want to jump forward. Oh, I messed it up, okay. So, again, visual cues are very key. So my visual cue was like off by a pixel, which is why I fell down. And like I said, this is the hardest trick in the game, so I'm just going to be quiet here for my first attempt at it. So jump. There we go. So now I am in the side. You can't really tell, but I'm on the side of where I inked. And it's literally like a 3-pixel side window of what you can jump on. So you just need a nice little small jump, and now I'm going to straighten up my camera and slowly move forward. then when we get to the end... Oh, dang it! It bounced me out! Yeah, so like I said, it's only 3 pixels, so I need to be very careful of how straight I go. I practiced this last night, just to make sure I could still do it. I haven't done it since my any percent run back in the day when I did an any percent. Alright, move there. And there we go. That part's like literally the hardest, doing that jump. Alright, that's not good. There we go. And that's World 4 skip. So that literally just skipped all of World 4. It says 6 more Zapfish. We can literally just move on to the next world right here. I'm going to do it 2 more times just to show it off because you guys donated for this. You did this in your first playthrough? Ness, that's not how you played the game, though. Alright, it's not the intended way. Alright, so... jump. There we go. And... like I said, you just need a feel for it. So once you get that first jump, you're basically good as long as you go slow. Oh, almost made it again. And I'll do it one more time, and then I'll show off that it actually does skip World 4. You don't have to do any of World 4. It doesn't, like, soft lock the game or anything. You can just move on. I'm good at this game. Gotta go faster, faster. You can do it way faster than I'm doing, but the thing is that, like, doing it faster gives you a better chance of falling off like I did at the start, so... come on, dude. I want to do it one more time. And then we'll move on to Shovel Knight. But don't worry, I'll be back if you... I'm sorry you had to put up with me for longer, but... for people who like my voice... What happened there? Oh, I wasn't looking, I was looking at chat. That explains why I just randomly went somewhere. It's okay, I went like 7 minutes under estimate, so I can like waste 7 minutes. Here we go. No! I'll do one more attempt, okay? One more attempt. I just want to show that you can actually activate, get into World 5 from there. Never mind. Alright, well, I showed it off twice. That was pretty good. So, thank you all for watching Splatoon. Both the incentive as well as the run. I hope it was worth the money you guys gave it. Oh, wait, I can do it. I got this. Yes! I just have to talk and, like, get my mind off it. There you go. Jesus. And as you see, I just go here, and I can activate some levels if I go to them. So, if I go over here, I can activate this level up here. Oh, and I fell off. Cool. So thank you all for watching Splatoon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys later back tonight for the last 2 runs that I'll be doing, which is Super Mario Odyssey Dark Side, which also met its incentive, and Celeste, which also met its incentive. So make sure to get your donations in for Celeste's file name, and I'll see you guys then. So I'll pass it on to Breadpan. Goodbye, everybody.